Hey, good morning. Stuck in traffic with Wolf Gorlick. Couple minutes of unscripted IT security thoughts from the road. Now, when I'm talking with my kids, I'm often talking to them about like growth, neuroplasticity, right? The ability for your mind to adapt to whatever you throw at it and to specialize on that particular topic. Much like muscles, right? You don't skip leg day. I think we've all seen those memes. Never skip leg day. You know, you're not going to compensate for weak legs by having strong abs. Likewise, you're not going to compensate for weak skills in history by working really hard in math. Everything grows in everything else, so if you skip the gym for a month, you're about as in good shape as if you skipped your homework for a couple weeks, right? You fall behind very quickly. And the same thing happens to us in our professional lives. Wherever we're focused in on, wherever we're doing, that tends to be the skill that grows. Whatever we're not doing tends to be the skill that atrophies. I was recently working on a Windows domain controller and recognized that all too well. I used to be really good at those. No. So the bottom line is finding those areas where we can excel at and can add value and are great, and then focusing on those and then outsourcing the rest. For a security team, for an organization, that often means partnering in ways that are very intelligent. You don't want to partner in a way that the company is going to come in and take over your program, generally, right? Because once they leave, they've now left with all that sort of knowledge and all that expertise, and you're up a creek. It is very smart, though, if you think of, again, business value, skill set, and passion, to partner on areas that are outside that domain, right? To make yourself very, very expert in your area, to have the home field advantage, and then bring in people who provide technical expertise and do areas that are outside those, so that you can continue to spend most of your time on areas that you're good at and therefore get better at them. Case in point, outsourcing with or managed services around IPS, IDS, SIM, and DLP, right? Your detection mechanisms. Fantastic when you're outsourcing the frontline alerts, you're outsourcing the care and feeding of the device, you're outsourcing perhaps monitoring and maintenance, you're outsourcing upgrades and administration, those types of things that perhaps are not something you like to do and are not something that you can add a lot of value in. Where you definitely want to focus, though, if you're responsible for that area, is the business, right? Where you have home field advantage. Fine, you guys monitor the alerts. I'm going to help determine on the IPS IDS level, is that normal business traffic? Is that normal business upload that happens on the end of the quarter? And yes, we know it looks suspicious. I'm going to help on DLP, saying, okay, this particular rule set is applicable now and is enforced because of the business, and then when it's no longer, we can turn off the rule set. Perfect case, say you're producing a product, all those manuals and things are critical to hide. You don't want them to get out when the product is in R&D. Once it's public, obviously everyone gets them. That's the whole point of having manuals. So having that business knowledge and encoding that business knowledge into the product, and then having the care and feeding done by somebody else. Same thing with SIM. 9 times out of 10 with SIM, that's the way the infrastructure works. Those are types of phones. That's my guest network. I expected that. Those types of things that you should know very well. You should know your environment, right? Inside and out. When I ran IT services, I always wanted to say that I knew like every nut and bolt in that ship, right? And when it rocked and made a certain squeaking noise, I knew where to tap it to right the ship. Those types of things that you can do if you can focus in on them by moving out things that are outside those 3 circles and partnering with people in those areas. That's what I'm thinking when I see smart managed services, when I see smart outsourcing. That's how those programs are constructed, such that the people in the inside maintain and grow their inside advantage while leveraging technical talent on the outside. Have a good one. Enjoy Friday. It is 24 hours until Halloween. Hope you guys have a great weekend.